fuck's sake! How the hell? Right. Well then, we don't get to know that. That's the game. That's true. Still, that's annoying. I am close to a level up, so that's okay.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
No religious iconography or construction. But I wanted it. It's interesting because I'm personally not a religious person, but I find stained glass icons fascinating. When I was in York and I was in a 1,000-year-old church that obviously had none of its original windows due to the Reformation, but it did have reconstructed stained glass windows, best they could kind of thing. And just very, very interesting pieces, 800, 900 years old. And I find that kind of history is just fascinating and amazing. Yeah, and it's an excellent art style. That's very true. And the church I was in actually has one of the oldest depictions of glasses as well. There's just a little guy who's not named in the glass itself, who's walking in a procession, and he's wearing glasses. He's wearing twin hooped glasses. And it's to the point that would have been so rare that you didn't actually have to name that person at the time, because everybody would have been like, yeah, the dude with the two glasses. Yeah, we know who that guy is. It's fine. Because of that, we don't have any idea who he is. No clue. Stained glass is cool. Making stained glass is on my crafts to try at least once list. I do know a lot of the best colors that you can get for stained glass are very, very toxic, so you got to be careful. But the actual staining itself is pretty much just heat and chemicals. I mean, it's different sands. Really, really fun stuff. Never done it before myself, but I have done metal annealing and brazing that had colors to it as well, just melted glass on steel. And that's similar. Not the same, but similar. Great fun. Right. Machine stands in the corner, watched over by figures of the stained glass window. It turned on, quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
Okay.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
The machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial area. Just investigate it. Let's get out of here. It looks just like the machine in the commercial area, that's true, but I'm guessing they're fairly common.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects this machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
A quaint little box of radio waves.
Let me investigate it. Step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open.
Okay.
The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March.
Okay. Fluorescent is a good word. It is. It's a very good word. So she is recording things.
Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Screw it, press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Why is it everybody that we speak to sounds 100 years old? I'm just noticing that.
Good afternoon,
Oh, it's her again.
This is the East Insulindian Computer Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Yes.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Okay. Yvonne, it's me again. How are you? Looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log from February to March. Fortress accident like the one at the Doom's commercial area. Let's say hi. Yvonne, it's me again.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
So, Fortress accident like the one in the Doom commercial area.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Interesting.
Saint-Brun, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
Well, I looked inside the core, and the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Fair.
Maybe he knows something.
Right. Don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Okay, go ahead and turn it off.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. revealing
Okay, go ahead and leave. Now, let's talk to him, see if he knows the password. And I'm wondering if it's the same password for since they're both logged to the same the same people.
There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Weird. If we get the password for this, we might have the password for the one in the Doom commercial block. But have you by any chance heard the lady say the password on the radio computer?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Yes.
surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Why does drama sound like a snake? Doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in interest of public safety. Just tell me what the password, step closer. First degree murder investigation in Martinez. Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer. Is it part of the investigation? I don't think it is, actually. So, screw it. Let's try the surveys.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Cheery.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks.
I think we're done here, essay.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation.
Wasn't it, though?
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
It's not. It's relevant to my having fun. Right. Let's get Yvonne back on the line.
The machine's keyboard is still
Press
lit.
play.
The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon, Fortress accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Right. I think I have the right password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope. I'm done.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
I like her. She's nice. As her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
All right, press
revealing
print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Okay, read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise.
Okay.
Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
Well, that's definitely one way to do it. Bust a hole in the wall. I like it.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
Go on.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think it might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Okay. Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Brain.
See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
And the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Okay. He steps on the wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Okay.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Oh, right. From the game they were trying to make. Okay, so this is... Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Okay, a data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying.
Okay.
Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Yeah, okay. Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Okay, read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Interesting.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Continue.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Okay, read the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Ah, okay, so that's going to be the connection mics that, contact mics, that's what she's talking about, that the other girl told us about as well. That's why they're in the dishes of water, so that they can pick up sound.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right toward the silence. Read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Interesting. So it's even more quiet as you go up.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
Okay, but what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Okay, read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
And that must be a cell.
A girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Okay, 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I'm the one who broke into the radio computer. And the storekeeper must be Pleasance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Ah well, read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Okay.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Continue.
A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Hi. I broke into your computer. It's fine, right? Continue.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
First time I did this quest, I was shirtless and carrying a boombox. That sounds amazing. Kim was not there. I love it. We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. Pursuing a mysterious lead, looking for my lost identity. Oh god. No. We're on a side case. It's fine.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Don't think I have.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Okay. Do we have to wait? Possibly not. Hello.
What is it?
The woman is still hunched over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the purring machine. Didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss to her. Okay. Are you the lead programmer for Viral Untethered by chance?
Yes. Or no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
Aw.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Sorry, but who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Nice.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal. Brain?
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Have you seen the Crabman?
Nope.
Excellent. But you know he's around.
Yes.
Excellent. He's seen you.
And?
Nothing. Probably not a big deal.
No. You're right. I'm not.
Interesting. Her voice trails off as she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. Excuse me. Why are there so many machines here?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
The Crabman from down on Drury Lane. Well, she's married to the Crabman. What do you need the antenna for?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
Yes, I've seen the Crabman. Wait, what?
RAIN prefect. My radio computer.
Ah. And the antenna is a processing unit.
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
She has stopped working now. Women are marrying crabs now. Republicans warned us it would happen. Oh, God. It's a slippery slope. I remember hearing about that shit as far back as the 90s. My God. So did South Park. I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And is the AR-1 a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
Excellent. Also, I love how massive this thing is. Like, look at this thing. It's fucking huge. If they believed in evolution, they would know that humans marrying crabs is behavior unlikely to perpetuate an offspring. There you go. It's a problem that'll solve itself. It's fine.
Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
Okay.
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
So what are you doing with the radio computer?
I'm working.
On?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
I love that we're just annoying her at this point. What are the bowls of water?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Fair enough. I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
She dwells back into the glowing terminal. What are you doing in the church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Yes. There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. I'm a police officer. Complaints from your neighbors. Occupying a public space. Let's go with that.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says, ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Buh.
Wait, what?
Thank you, Logic.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Okay.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
And what does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
I mean, that fair point. I got that.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer. Brain.
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
Okay, excellent. I got a good success on that. Hold on a moment. Does it mean that we're now living in a world that has holes in it? Yeah, you measure it by collecting data on its surroundings and on that which it exists.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Okay, Brain.
Ah, Hydrotransducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
Okay, I was partially right.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at a circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. Hey, V, how you doing? Long time no see. Do you have any idea where the hole in the world happens to be located? Incidentally, we're talking about holes in the world.
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch black height above, but without much success. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I was last week because I had some terrible migraines, and for a couple weeks there I was just doing poorly in general. So I'm actually doing pretty decent these days. I'm tired and I'm having no luck finding work, but other than that, I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself? Oh, you just said good. Never mind. This is fine. See? Tired. By the way, if you guys have not been checking out V, you definitely should. What are you playing these days, by the way? Ah, of course, Baldur's Gate 2. Of course you're playing Baldur's Gate 2. I shouldn't have asked. It's fine. Plodding on as always. Excellent. And Fallout 3. Right. I did catch some of your Fallout 3 stream. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you guys aren't following V, great streamer, great fun, always entertaining to bullshit with, and is possibly the most helpful person on Baldur's Gate 2 that I had that popped in all the time. Right. She's looking for a hole in the world that radio waves are disappearing into. Is that a black hole?
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Shambling mounds. Always more shambling mounds, yes. And good berries.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
Okay. Interesting. So, that's why the guy in the rafters wants to be so high up, because it's even quieter up there. Also, there's a guy in the rafters, it's fine. V, have you played Disco Elysium? Because if not, you should. Hippofant, you definitely helped as well. It's very true.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
I just couldn't figure out how to fix that Watcher's Keep bug. That, I have not been able to find anywhere else. It's still completely replicatable on the save file, but have no idea what's going on with it. It bugs the crap out of me. Yeah, no idea. I haven't been able to see anybody else having that problem. Haven't played this yet? This is amazing. And even better, you can watch somebody play it and then play it yourself, get a completely different gameplay because of your interactions and how things work out, and how your mind literally speaks to you. And I do mean that as literally. Completely different games. So it's very, very interesting. This is my first time playing it, so I don't know anything about what's going on, but I do argue with my brain and my necktie quite often. Right. So is it an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives. Do you know the Crabman?
I know.
Excellent. You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
Now you have to write a Crabman story. I totally can. That sounds hilarious. Crabman and just no. You said your research isn't going well. Why?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Okay, fair.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's rude. Fine. That's all I wanted to know then. About the scary 2mm hole in the world.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, about that 2mm hole again. I like that it can just be a pain in the ass. Right. How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
Okay, Brain.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like actually listened?
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls a face that looks absolutely scathing.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Uninspired rug whipping. That is not a series of words that I thought would work, but here we are. How do you feel about a club for anodonic dance music? At anodic.
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
Okay, what do they want to build?
Take a guess, why don't you?
Petting zoo, a youth center, it's community space. Convinced they want to establish a nightclub for anodic dance music. They said it's their dream. Well, let's be pedantic. A petting zoo.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
She's not having any of my shit. Right.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
That's fair. Don't talk about... Well, is there anything else
Just
I can
follow
ask about
me.
that? No. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
Right. I'll leave. Sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay, well, we have to go talk to them now because I want to know where this is going. It's for the best, Kim. It is. Eggman will not let me talk to him about things until I sort out what the hell's going on, but it's okay. Also, how late is it? Ooh, it's almost 5. I'm a little worried that I won't have time to do all the things that I want to do. Tent people. I'm so tired I just tried to make pedantic petting zoo pet antic pun. This quest is so long it's my favorite in the game. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. What do we have? Got all sorts of things. Empathy, pain threshold, savoir-faire, encyclopedia. I can replace the horrible necktie. Church is a very memorable quest. That's fair.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Good God. Okay, so I've only got an 8% chance. I need to increase my logic.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay, what do I have for logic? Drama, perception. One of these is bound to... Yeah, there we go. Logic. Give me logic. There we go. And nothing else there. Tools, Inland Empire, and Authority. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap that out. Probably don't need more intellect. No points to level up with. All right.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay. 28%. It's not great, is it? Right, I checked out the church.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay. Very spiritual. Gave me an odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on about a mother's love. That's almost a third. It is. You're right, true narcomaniac. No. Seemed okay, very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
He's preaching and praying, enjoys physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. Something sinister going on. I think he's getting high. No. Preaching and praying. That's pretty much all he's doing. I like that one of the negative modifiers is convinced you're a smart cop. Right. And honestly, if you're convinced you're smart, it's probably a negative modifier. Like, when in this series of events did you convince yourself of that? I have no idea. It's possible it happened in a different conversation.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
No.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Of course he's a problem. He's a crab man. Keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there. Guys, you'll never catch him. And he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't really. Don't worry. I don't think he gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
I like Eggman.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, a former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
Said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? The spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
The stuffy tent muffles the last two words. The command fails to impress.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
Okay. Maybe I'm kind of feeling it. The love, I'm not really feeling it at all. Maybe I'm kind of feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she see? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Yeah, Oda 9. Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like the dance club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
Noid is upset.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear she won't leave until the project's finished.
And you can't just evict her?
Won't evict her or come up with a different solution. I'm really interested about the whole in the universe thing, so no, I'm not going to evict her.
Look at you, Honor Man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
See, Andre's got the right idea.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
Okay.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
I still like Egghead.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
I can lie about it. She doesn't. Let's be honest.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment. Then he returns to the full swing of it.
I threw off Eggman.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Just a little slower, right? It's like he was going, yeah, and then, what? Crow, how you doing? Refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her. Yeah, let's try that.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Okay, so we've got a better chance. There we go. Up to 42. Let's see if we can get any other information out of here. I know Nord has his signs. What's the deal with Egghead?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Excellent. Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
Excellent.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
Wonderful. Okay, we've got a 42% chance. Crow, thank you very much for the sub. Hell yeah. Hope you enjoyed the emotes. There might be some new ones from the last time you subbed. I don't remember when you did last, but... Right. Let's give it a shot. 42%.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
Sorted, right?
How about gather around, kids?
Okay, now gather around. Let's follow Drama's lead.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
Excellent.
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform. Or I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank Lieutenant Ifritor. I could have been captain. Imagine that. Probably the first one.
What happened?
Egghead looks serious. Egghead is concerned. That's adorable. Disco happened. It smelled so impossibly sweet. Life tore me a new asshole. I happened to myself. That's probably more accurate, yeah. One of these two. Either I did or life tore me a new asshole. Let's say life tore me a new asshole.
That's a real downer.
He shakes his large head. Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
Andre is not pleased.
He senses something is wrong.
Suna said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing, or this isn't the makings of a club, it's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. Is it though? You got bottles. You got... I mean, yeah, possibly, yeah. Distilled water, yeah. Let's go balls to the wall. It's full of lab equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points to the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend? You also have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need headphones to spin tape? Well, let's start with where's his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
Brain?
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawn them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
Distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. I could also just say she threw them under the bus, but yeah, let's go for that.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
Right. In short, you tried to use police detective to help you set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution. Oh shit. I can go full Judge Dredd on him. Against the law, preposterous. Let's go with... What the... Kronos just came over here and set this on my feet. It's his toy. It's his favorite toy. He carries it around like it's his pet. Like it's his kid. Like, you know, like he's carrying kittens around. He literally carries this thing around with him everywhere, and he left it on my feet and then turned around and walked away. Okay. Take a hint. Yeah. It's gonna have to be playtime shortly, but for now, we can keep going. Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
So, what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
Yeah, it's almost playtime. Okay.
The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
You do this lawman style. First tell me everything at past judgment. You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want. Yeah, tell me what's really going on.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen, for starters. Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river. I'll make life hard for you, using every connection I've got. Well, they did already bribe me with cash, so there's that. We'll see. Speak.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
Okay. Connections, Kim, Gart, Kuno. I mean, okay, fair.
Because we are! We totally are!
I still like it, kid.
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Aha.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Kuno could make their life hard. He really could, yeah. Just set Kuno on the club. They'd never get rid of him. It's fine. Why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, though, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
I mean, probably, yeah.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Give me your cash and ask for a bribe. Pack up, report to Precinct 41, arrest them. Get lost, don't want to see you again. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for anodic music. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to do to keep the club alive. Okay, this is interesting. I could take a bribe, but Kim is right outside. He'd probably hear me. I could send them off to Precinct 41. I doubt they'd show up, but I can. I can just evict them. Or I can let them proceed with the club. Setting up a drug lab is probably going too far, but I wouldn't mind them setting up the club. Yeah, let's go with that option. Egghead is pleased. The young man's smile widens to inhuman proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spiked head between his knees.
It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
See, Egghead knows what's up. What was that about the fish?
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
I like Egghead. He's nice. He's a good egg. Huh? Arcane would have approved.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
I'm not sorry, Borenson. You guys aren't the only ones who can come up with terrible puns. Okay. Victory for the light. Brain.
This will be nothing.
Shivers is not impressed.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud and all the houses on Main Road. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
But? I think you just broke my rib in a good way. Okay. Outside the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses, so is Rue de Saint-Giraud. Okay. So this is me seeing the future then. Does anybody else feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call it an incident crime prevention. Keep my eye on you.
Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
There we go.
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Okay, that's all for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Bit more dance music while we're here. Okay. Before we wrap up, let's talk to you. See what you have to say.
Hello again.
Associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of the plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
Fair.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
I mean, fair.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
I mean, she's got a point there.
Indeed. She merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care. I'm loco. Just wanted you to know I know about the plan. Should have tried harder. Misleading cops, no joke. Instead, you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing. It's a gray area. Yeah, I just wanted to know I knew about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
You better.
May I ask, what did you tell them?
Do what you will with the dance club plans, just no drug labs.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
I feel good about this decision. I don't know if it'll work. Probably gonna blow up in their faces, but it's nice. Okay. Now, we just have to talk the computer genius into it. Which, probably easier said than done. Hello?
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Okay.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Ah. Are you bitter because of the radio game project?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
Well, she's a delight.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Okay. I have a 92% chance. I hope you can convince her sooner rather than later. Oh, God. This is revenge, isn't it? Payback. Yes, yes. Perfect. Okay. I don't know if I have anything to add to suggestion. Right, we'll leave for the moment. Let's find out. We'll make this as high as fucking possible. Right. Anything that adds to suggestion, we're putting it on. Or possibly taking it off. I don't know what clothing I'm currently wearing. Ah, +1 to suggestion. There you go. There we... Oh. That is not a good look. Oh, good God. Right, anything else? No. Right. I look terrible. Screw it. Let's give it a shot.
Yes, what is it?
97%. You're a fashion icon. Right. Convince her to cooperate with the Ravers.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to a boom boom. Next to the boom boom. Next to the boom boom. That is not a sentence that means what you think it means. Oh, good God. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Dude, baby, how you doing? Ooh, nice cat emote. I approve. We are just convincing this nice lady to let us help with her research. It's fine.
Alright. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Okay. What is an off-site memory, and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
Okay.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Solid call, Roderick. So ask exactly that.
Oh god, not this again. It is not on site. It is in the basement.
Ah.
Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Fair enough. 16 viewers, which is secret to being loved. I'm just pretty. Also, I was telling really bad puns earlier.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
Well, Rhetoric isn't pleased, but that's okay.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored.
You know, I believe her.
We clear?
Not most of all because she scares me. She stares at you with pleading, furious eyes.
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Yeah, fair enough. By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident on the Doom commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Actually, I've already been inside there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
The filaments in the bear fridge that I unplugged? Nothing. Where exactly is the offsite copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
Right. I found a note in the ice bear. It said the offsite copy was been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislav.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulislav Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads. I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you?
Sure.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
Right. Found the ice cream maker, couldn't get it open, completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Well, she's not helpful.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Interesting. Why can't you go and get the filament yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me.
Ah.
Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait. Are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Yeah, that's fair. Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Yeah, fair enough. People in Martinez don't really like to get with the times. It's only because of the socioeconomic situation. What if it does emit elemental evil while narrowing my eyes at her? I feel like this would actually botch the mission, so I'm not going to say it. But it is hilarious that I have the option. Yeah, they don't really get with the times.
She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Reims Civic. I'm not making this up.
Nice.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Awesome.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
Beautiful. Right. I'm off to look for the copy then.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
Beautiful.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Okay. Right. You won't need another tool. It's so good. Ooh, it's pretty. Open this to open locked containers in the world. Does that mean I can open up the other container? Like, I have to change this. There we go. The locked container at the docks. Because charming my way into it wasn't working.